Hey, it's Jason. Welcome to WordPress Foundations. This is Module 1, an introduction to WordPress. This video is titled The Info Blog. So we live in an information age. Never in history have we had the power to find an answer or a solution to any problem in just seconds with a quick little Google search. You got a hot date? No idea how to cook anything? Google up some recipes and within just a few short minutes you'll have an amazing dinner and she'll think you're like some world-class chef or something, right? All you have to do is just go to Google up a recipe, or go to Amazon, or not Amazon, but go to YouTube, Google up, like type in some recipe, and you can watch somebody actually teach you how to cook whatever it is you want to cook in real time. I mean, that's valuable and that's very, very powerful. Basically, any question you could possibly have can be solved via a quick Google search. Today, more and more people are becoming aware of this, and they're cashing in by providing highly organized information to help people find what they want to know. This kind of site or blog is what I like to call the info blog. The goal behind such a site is to increase the awareness about something. This could be about how to properly train your dog so he doesn't bite people or pee on people or bark at people or bite people or whatever. Or you could teach people like how to maybe raise their child, or the benefits of eating organic food and why you should eat organic food, or how to eat raw food, and like the bad side of regular processed food and how it's evil or whatever. You can teach people about how to lose weight the right way without starvation diets, or like whatever extreme kind of thing they're going on. Or you could talk people, you could teach them how to learn about some urgent cause like the earthquake that hit Haiti earlier this year in 2010 and what you can do to help out. Or how $20 can give someone in a developing country clean, safe water for over 20 years. Personally, I think info blogs are the most important resources on the internet, and as such, that's why I'm focusing almost exclusively on this type of blog. So what falls into the category of an info blog? Well, most sites on the internet can actually be called informational blogs or an info blog. This is what most sites really are, from the typical movie review site, or just the review site, which lets you know if like a movie or some product is worth seeing, or a horoscope site so you can learn what color shirt you're supposed to be wearing, or whatever it is you're supposed to learn from your horoscope site. Or like a cooking site, like how to cook some kind of recipe, or like your favorite celebrity stalking website, which tells you about what some celebrity did today, like maybe they ran into a car or broke something or made somebody cry, who knows. That's why we have these sites. They're informing people some way, somehow. Now, all of these sites fall under the category of what I like to call an info blog, even though they don't consciously use that name or term, and you might not even think of them that way. You may think of it more as like a news site, but it's not really a news site, because a cooking site isn't explaining like some revolutionary breakthrough technique for cooking. They're actually explaining how to fix something. And the horoscope site is basically, telling you your horoscope. It's a teaching thing. Same with the review site. They're explaining that something's good. They're not just reporting on the news. They're not saying, hey, this new movie's coming out, maybe you want to check it out. They're saying, hey, this is a really good movie and here's why you need to see it. It's a must-watch movie. That is giving you valuable information. This course and its companion resources like Enlightened Webmastery, which is my blog, or Blogging Mindset, which is a training course that actually teaches you how to create one of these valuable information blogs that create money, create assets, and really establish yourself as an authority or an expert. Mostly we're going to focus here on the how-to, the informative angle, the helping people out, giving them advice and telling them what to do and maybe getting them out of their problems. Not so much focusing on like a news outlet site. So keep that in mind here while we're going through. We're not going to be like saying, hey, this new company just unleashed this new product, check it out. We're going to be actually reviewing that product, or giving some practical uses on how to actually use this product. So that begs the question, why focus on info blogging? Well, the reason I'm focusing mostly on info blogging is because it's the best resource you can possibly create on the internet. The next big type of website or blog would be like a service site, right? Such as Google, they help you find stuff, or YouTube, they let you watch videos, or Netflix. I mean, with Netflix, you can rent movies, which is cool, and you can also stream movies and watch them online as well as review them. It's like a community aspect, and it's an interactive aspect. For most of us, if we want to start our own Netflix or Google, that'd probably be outside of our possibility of happening. While an information blog where we teach people things, that's something anybody can do, provided you know just a little bit about your subject. So like I said, it's a lot easier to create a service. I mean, it's a lot easier to create than a service site. Anybody can do this. So another thing it does is it builds authority. So imagine that you do SEO work for clients. Having a simple SEO site stating what you can do is nice. It's great. But if I wanted to give you a couple $1,000s to work on a site or a project for me, I'd like to know that you actually have some idea as to what you're actually talking about. So by you posting articles and maintaining a blog and maybe even helping people through social networking, social media, that shows me that you're not only a real person, a person who gets it, but you're also somebody that I can trust. It's a way to build a relationship and establish, like trust and credibility. If you just got this static website that you never update, and then I contact you like, hey, I'd like to pay you $1,000 to do this for me, I'm not going to do that because I don't really know if you're there. I mean, sure, I may call you if you got a phone number, and that might work. But if you have a blog, I'm probably not even going to bother. I'm just going to just say, yeah, you sound like a really cool dude. So also, if you like sell a real product, like say you're selling organic dog shampoo, right? So having an info blog can really help you drive sales. So instead of just having like a sales page saying buy my shampoo, you can actually have like 10 to 20 different blog posts showcasing how your product helps dogs, talking about why your shampoo is just so much better than the generic shampoo out there on the market, and so on and so forth. Like, we don't test our shampoo on helpless animals, or our shampoo like doesn't cause any harm. It's like completely, it doesn't cause irritation, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. If you explain the benefits as to why I should be buying your organic shampoo, there's a pretty good possibility that I'm going to buy it, opposed to just saying, hey, buy my shampoo. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll buy it from someplace else. So another thing it does is it helps you tap into the mind of your prospect. So what this means is you can easily figure out what they want, and then you can give it to them. This is by reading your comments and like, hey, this is cool, but how can I do this? You can make a post on that. You can teach people and help them, or through email. It's the same thing. It's never been so easy in the history of marketing. So like I said before, I have this course called The Blogging Mindset. You can find out more about by visiting bloggingmindset.com. But for now, I want to go ahead and share with you a few of the major mindsets of an informational blogger. So here's some of the major mindsets to keep in mind as you create your info blog. By consciously applying these mindsets to your blog, you can be sure to create a high quality resource that can double or even triple your conversions or income. By writing high value content, you not only position yourself or your product as the solution, but you also build relationships. You get into the mind of your prospect or your prospective customer. And not only that, but you actually create the kind of content that makes Google love you. I mean, this stuff is even more important than SEO, because with this stuff, who needs SEO? You're building it in, you're building a community, and you're just drawing people into your content. So here are a few of the mindsets that I want you to try and keep in mind while we're working here. Every blog post that you create is actually an article, and it's an article solving a problem or teaching something of value. You're not just informing something, you're actually teaching something. You are the news. Think of your blog not as a blog, but think of it as a magazine. Each post is a different article for that magazine. So think about it. 2 to 3 high-value articles a week makes a really nice magazine. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you got a magazine that actually had 12 really good articles? I mean, that's pretty much unheard of, right? But you can do that on your blog. Now, ads are fine, and they're pretty much expected, but your blog should provide value. Don't just take information, or just don't take stuff from people. Take value from people. Make sure you give more than you get. So here's a rule I want you to always recommend, always keep in mind. Do no more than 1 promotional piece per 10 informational pieces. That means if you're writing something, you don't want to do a whole bunch of promotional pieces like, hey, buy this, hey, buy that, hey, buy this. You want to throw in some real value and content for people. This builds up trust and authority, and it kind of plays on the laws of reciprocity. So you want to make sure you don't do more than 1 promotional piece per 10 informational pieces. And if you keep these mindsets in mind while you're working on content for your informational blog, you're going to go far and beyond what anything anybody else is doing, and it's going to be a resource that your customers and readers will really appreciate. You're going to stand out from the barrage of bore on the internet. So by adopting these mindsets, you're going to be able to have one of the most profound effects imaginable on your blog. By writing high quality articles focused on your prospect or prospective customer or reader, centered on giving value and helping people out of difficult situations, will not only help you become a name in your industry, but it'll also define your blog as a de facto blog in that industry. And that's powerful. This is just like some advanced voodoo level stuff here. This is going to position you as the expert, the go-to guy, and it's very important, very powerful if you do this right.